What is going on, guys? My name is Orokaboss. Welcome to today's video. Now today we are playing Lizardman again, and we are rocking that infamous double T-Rex strategy, and right behind them we have like a line of skin cohorts, and we have some Saurus, we have some Croxigors, and we have Mazamundi. Now I always wonder, like, what does it take to defeat this kind of blob? And I know in my channel I featured before, you bring AoE and you focus on getting rid of the chaff, and then you just contain those beasts and leave them to the end. But it's easier said than done, to be honest. It's so far I've been rocking this kind of blob for almost 10 games now, and I haven't dropped a single game. But this game might be it though. And my opponent, I absolutely love this build. This chaos build is brilliant. I love it. So, consists of front line of chaos marauders times 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then a giant. Brilliant. Giant can do a lot of damage to SEMs. Giant is actually one of the best SEM in the game. 112 leadership, which means it's never gonna rout, and it's causing terror, it's causing fear. 600 AP is just absolutely huge. 65 melee attack is amazing. And on top of that, we have 2 Dragon Ogre Shagas, including the one owning Sun Eater. Like Holik the Sun Eater, even rocking his Star Crusher, which is amazing as well. And also we have another Dragon Ogre Shagas. And we have not owning all this, we also have 3 Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. And also we have a caster on his horse, and he is actually rocking Enfeebling Foe, which is amazing. Miasma, amazing as well. And the Mindrazo, I'm not too sure how to pronounce this, but it's basically provide a lot of weapon strength and a lot of AP value. And on top of all this, we also have 3 Chaos Warhounds with poison. Now, this is a how to describe this. I think this list has no AoE, but it has a lot of things because it has 3 SEMs, which means Chaos can actually challenge Lizardman SEMs. I mean, Chaos is one of... I think Chaos is the only faction has the sort of equal anti-large SEM can challenge Carnosaurs. Like, in my opinion, Carnosaurs and Dragon Ogre Shagas are equally the best SEM in the game. So we have also a giant as well, so 3 SEMs against 3 SEMs. And Lord Mastermind is not really fit because the ancient Stegodon is not really fit in monster doors. It's more like an infantry killer. And then we also have 3 horsemen with throwing axes. This is just the ice on the cake for this build. It has decent mass, it has SEMs, it also has AP value, which can take down those monsters fast. So let's see how this battle is gonna play out. It's just amazing. Right from the get-go, the Marauder Horseman is pushing in, and I am responding by diving into them, and there you go. That's a net of attack got casted onto them, and they're not gonna knock it. This Carnosaurs and Asian Croxigors is gonna make a short work of them and just obliterate them straight away. So that's definitely a little bit off from my opponent, losing one of the very important horsemen with throwing axes this early into the game. Look at that, already shattered. Now I'm just trying to form a defensive sort of box, and just gonna slow down things a little bit. Because I started out by putting skin cohorts at the front, but then I realized that my Saurus is just gonna eat those Chaos Marauders for dinner. So basically I just swapped those Saurus up to engage those Chaos Marauders. But the thing is, Giant is gonna do a lot of damage, and it's really gonna punish my front line. So now thinking back, this might not be a optimal way to do it. But now two of my connoisseurs are actually rushing in, trying to fight that giant just toe to toe, and just basically looking to dive onto them and kill that giant straight away. And then at the back, I still form a very solid front line here, and my Asian Croxicals are still here, not really pushing in, but I think they're gonna push in some very soon. And there you go, I'm just trying to slowly pushing forward piece by piece, and Holuk the Sun Eater is coming in as well, so that's the Dragon Ogre Shagas. So Chaos ASAMs are right here to challenge me. And now we have Croxicals diving in onto Holuk, and also two Connoisseurs. Like, this is not a fight Holuk can win, by the way. This is not the fight Holuk can win whatsoever. So Holuk, being really mobile, just pull out straight away. And also these guys are supported by the Horseman throwing axes. Like, I'm not too sure whether I have the cooldown ready for another net, because right now it's going to be a very good timing for the net to get rid of these Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. But right now Holuk is coming back and is actually dishing out damage, and pop that Scroll of Shielding, and also pop that Star Crusher, and now Holuk is going to do a lot of damage to my Feral Connoisseur. I need to pull this, look at that damage, I need to pull this Feral Connoisseur into maybe disengagement here, and just get rid of that. And also the Giant is coming in as well, and my Asian Croxicals are here, not really pushing in to support my 3 SEMs. So at the moment I am in a very bad situation here. Like, looking back into this game, I think I definitely should have kept my Connoisseurs and my Lord Master Mandi, actually this if you bring Forecast anything, within the box, and I just fight alongside with this Asian Crocs, because the Asian Crocs can do a lot of damage, and they can lower the armor, and also can just basically blow up stuff as well. But I think Connoisseurs are okay. They got pulling back, because I think they need to be pulled back and kept safe for now, because that's a lot of things invested by my opponent already. Look at that, and the Okmas, the Mindrazo, I'm not too sure, Star Crusher, Scroll Shielding, like this is like a power spec, and that's a really unfortunate moment for me, because the Feral Connoisseur got rampaged down and got stuck here. Is the worst thing could ever happen to me. So I need to use that Cold-Blooded to get him free and just get him out. But right now that Feral Connoisseur is taking. Oh, there you go. That's a Cold-Blooded. Got custody on him. That's okay reaction, but it's not great. But that Feral Connoisseur is already down to half HP and is already in a bad situation. And right now I'm pushing with my Asian Crocs. And look at the damage onto my Feral Connoisseur, it's just not really good. And I casted a Banishment, did a lot of damage onto those Chaos Marauders, and as well as those Marauders throwing axes, which is okay. And now I'm pushing in with my SEMs, trying to get rid of Holuk now. And this is like a big SEM fight. Connoisseurs, we got Master Mandi, we got Giant, we got Dragon Ogre Shagas, and now look at my opponent. He's actually just pushing back with Holuk, which is amazing. And then Croc is gonna rush back in again. And my Asian Crocs actually beat up those Marauders quite handily, and now it's pushing in. But right now I really need to, like, this is the moment I think I made a mistake. Because those King cohorts at the back, it doesn't stand a chance against those Chaos Warhounds, and got routed straight away. And now Warhounds are pushing in, and on top of that, these Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes are doing a lot of damage onto my Feral Connoisseur. Even I casted the heal, but that Feral Connoisseur got routed straight off as well. But I did a lot of damage onto Holuk, but I'm not too sure whether that's an ideal situation. And also, this Connoisseur actually got custody 15 fold, not doing any damage, and also it's got rampage down. which means he's gonna be really suffer. And yeah, right now my Asian Crocs is still rocking solidly, and my Source Warriors are doing okay at the front. At backline is not doing so hot for me, and right now those like just peel off one cast Warhammer unit is gonna make sure this Connoisseur never come back. And because right now I feel like one of the disadvantage of by playing this kind of blob style of army is that you don't really have the field control. And whenever I play some game, like whenever I play Warhammer multiplayer games, I like to have the field control by having fast moving skirmishers or maybe units cavalry, so that I can actually pick and choose my engagement. But I'm not saying that's the only way to play this game. Sometimes if you just blow up and concentrate all your forces into one spot, can also do wonder as well. But in this case, it's definitely not in my favor, because I have a really strong box here, and I feel like I can kill this giant in no time. And also I don't think Holok and the Shagas is gonna do a lot, because the Shagas right now is fighting my Asian Crocs and Lord Master Mandi, and the giant here is now fighting another Asian Crocs and my Connoisseur. And I believe I'm gonna win both fights. However, that Connoisseur is not coming back, and he doesn't really need to send that many units, by the way. And I kind of failed to, because that unit needs to come back as well. I kind of failed to do enough damage to shut down those throwing axes. That's one mistake. And the second mistake is here. My Connoisseur did not really concentrate on fighting the giant, and also my Asian Crocs are not really at the right place to challenge Holok and the giant as well. Because now looking back, I'm not gonna kill that Dragon Ogre Shagas because he's way faster than me, and the right move should be use the Asian Crocs to pin down this giant, and use my Pharaoh Connoisseurs to take out this giant, because giant is very slow. I can kill giant, like pretty much if I focus enough, I can kill the giant very fast, which I didn't do, and that is really bad. The second thing is that I can use my Sacred Crocs to fend off some maybe aggression from the Warhounds earlier, and also after they chasing some routing units, I should have wrapped around and just ping those ping Holok and the giant in place from behind, and that could be a game changer in this game. But it's a shame I didn't do it, and now I'm still. I mean, this is still a very strong blob of Lizardman, and I'm actually doing that move now, but it's just a little bit too late. Because right now, I feel like, see, I'm still using my Connoisseur to chase Holok. Finally, I'm actually focusing down the giant, which, because the giant already killed 9 models, but the thing is, giant already dished out a lot of damage onto Lord Master Mandi and my Connoisseurs. So if I focus down the giant earlier, I think definitely the game will be super in my favor. And also, these Asian Crocs are fighting Holok is really not an ideal situation here. These Asian Crocs needs to get pulled in straight away after they get pinned here, and in that case I can save them. Because right now, because I'm just basically putting my Connoisseurs out for another charge, and that was another banishment. Did not perform that well, to be honest. Didn't really kill a lot of units. Now giant finally died, but the thing is, like, my opponent right now is having an overwhelming advantage and are surrounding me from all different directions, and that was a beautiful lightning from Holok as well. So that spring shield, that shield of the other ones came in a little bit too late, And also here kind of also routing from Holok. Holok popped Star Crusher again, and like it's just beautifully executed by my opponent at this point. And this is the moment that I realized maybe I'm losing this one, because those throwing axes are still tossing axes, and Lord Master Mount is not fit to fight two Dragon Ogre Shagas, even though they are both very very damaged, about to die. So yeah, just a little bit off with my focus, I think, and also my target choices, and my SEM macro was not on point. Because the thing is, I don't really get used to play this kind of army. Normally I like to really spread out onto the battlefield and just play from, you know, all different angles, and try to play sort of like a, you know, like Chinese Tai Chi, like just a little bit poke and then in and out and stuff. But I gotta say, like, I enjoy both kind of gameplay. I enjoy that kind of gameplay. I also enjoy this kind of gameplay as well, where you just pick Carnosaurs and you know, Stagadons and just crush people. And the thing is, I definitely can see that I have a chance in this matchup, because look at all the damage I did to those Chaos ACMs. Imagine if I had killed Kolek the first round before he got a chance to get away, or imagine if I focus down that giant really early and take down the giant before he actually take out one of my Carnosaurs. Like, the whole game is gonna be so different. But that was a defeat, and it was a very worthy defeat, I should say. And kudos to my opponent. I think my opponent did a fantastic job at shutting me down, and he actually demonstrates exactly how you're gonna do against a Lizardman blob, which I'm incredibly impressed. And hope you guys enjoyed the fight. I know I enjoyed it, and I definitely enjoyed casting it as well. For now, Orokaboss signing off.